that goes.
Okay. So are we streaming now? Like, is it
We should be streaming.
Again?
We should be live.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crossfire Watch's Xbox Games Showcase. I am Russell Dornish, along with my co-host, the Reverend David Petty.
Yep, and shout out to Reverend Travis Walker. Good to see you in here. Do we look fine from here? I see you in the chat, but do we look okay? I mean, not our physical appearance, but the stream. Does the stream look good?
I think it looks actually really good, by the way, on mine.
I mean, it's not.
So
it's
on my
not,
side,
I'm not Jeff Keighley here. I'm not.
The only thing is,
cool swag behind me.
Should I watch this in a different window myself?
No, because as long as you're, I mean, you're
share it.
Watch what in a different window?
The stream.
You can watch the stream. As long as the stream. Well, because what I was telling Brian is if he's got speakers and the stream is coming live through his speakers, and I'm broadcasting the stream, then we're gonna have problems. We're not hearing your audio right now, so whatever's coming into your headphones is only for you.
Gotcha. Okay, so I will
you can watch episodes of The Office separately in the background. We won't even know.
Okay, I will. You did Xbox's, stream, right? Everybody's watching Xbox's stream.
Yeah, I'm watching the Xbox. Oh, I didn't realize that there was more on top of this, so I may have to switch up. Here we go. Hold on. This is gonna get better.
Wait, what's happening?
I'm moving it. I didn't have the whole
there you go.
Screen.
Yeah, it looks fine.
So if there was, if there was info on the top of Xbox's stream, we wouldn't see it. This is why they have those little title things that say, like don't put content inside this box, because if you put something outside, then we won't read it.
And then I'm gonna bring you over. You getting all set up. We're ready to go.
We are. So
also,
with 4.5 minutes to go.
Today,
Brian
if he's there, is Brian, one of our wonderful Crossfire members.
He was right over there. But then he bailed. So he might be back. If not, you'll just get Russ and I.
Yeah.
So Russ,
either way,
let me ask you, with 4 minutes to go until they kick this thing off, what would make a successful Xbox game showcase for you?
Well, what I'm interested in, because we're going to see all the big hitters. Microsoft, they have their big hitters. It's going to be, we're obviously going to see Halo Infinite gameplay for the first time. They've already said that. We're going to see, probably Forza. I'm assuming we will see Forza at some point. We're going to see Hellblade. Rumors you're going to see some gameplay of Hellblade 2. So that'll look great, and I'm excited to see that. I want some surprises. I want something out of left field, new IP. Another thing that people are excited for is there's rumors of a remake, or not a remake, but a reboot of Perfect Dark, the shooting game from back in, gosh, what was that? N64 days at one point. So excited to see that. But I want to see what some of the new studios are up against. There's not rumors. It's pretty much been confirmed that a studio is working on a new Fable game. I don't know if you ever got into Fable, Dave.
Nope.
That seems like it's up your alley, honestly.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. Fable.
Any of the Fable games, they're all on PC.
All right.
So I would check them out on your PC. They're fun, cool games. Gosh, maybe we'll see some of the Battletoads. Maybe get a release date for Battletoads.
There we go.
The other big thing is there's some rumors, again, because Microsoft a long time ago bought Rare, and Rare is known for a lot of their different games that they've kind of dropped off and haven't really done anything with, like they were part of the Perfect Dark. Banjo-Kazooie is another. So a lot of these N64 titles that were big that kind of just disappeared after Microsoft bought Rare, and people are wondering if we maybe get those back. So I'm interested to see those. but I really want to see some of the new stuff that really gets my attention.
Sure.
And I wonder if they're going to mention anything about Game Pass and Xbox Live, because the rumor is that Xbox Live has been dropped in favor of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, because you can no longer purchase a year of Xbox Live.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, I think it'd be interesting. Certainly everybody who's been following us for a little bit probably knows that I've been holding out for Stadia to do anything, and maybe this would be interesting to see if Xbox shows off anything with Project xCloud. That because they announced that people who have an Xbox Live subscription or Xbox Live Ultimate, right?
Game Pass,
Game Pass. So many different things. It's like almost as bad as HBO these days. But it would be interesting to see if they talk about the Project xCloud or not. I also think it wouldn't surprise me to see a nice little show off of new footage from the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I know that's dropping in like 3 weeks here, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
supposedly
exciting.
The 3 weeks is only for PC. They haven't said when Xbox is coming. Yeah, it sounds like it may not be at launch. So we may be waiting a little bit for it on console.
I would venture to guess that if it's dropping for PC, that it wouldn't surprise me that it's a launch title with the Xbox. But they probably just can't.
The Series X.
They probably just can't put it on the older Xboxes because,
Oh man. So I don't know if you saw this.
Rendering the world.
They're allowing people to buy a disc copy of Flight Simulator
with like 20 discs, right?
It's 10 discs.
It's only 10
DVD discs. 10 discs.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we're starting. Looks like we got Travis in the chat. We've got our other Brian.
Shh.
Let's see what happens.
Starting off with a Peggy 18 title.
Oh, we got the countdown.
So that was the countdown to the countdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta have a cool, technologically fun countdown.
Okay, sure. I think I've finally been able to get it to go through my headsets.
Oh, there you go. Welcome, Brian.
We're gonna stay quiet here for a second.
Started.
To watch the Xbox Game Showcase.
Well, we can
I'm gonna turn the volume up for those watching at home.
Yeah, in the chat, let us know if the sound isn't loud enough for the stream.
Oh, are we streaming this through Zoom, or should I open up
a separate?
Okay.
Open up the official Xbox. That's the one we're using. You should be around this. I mean, we'll be within a couple seconds of each other. Oh, we're starting off with. I think we're starting off with Halo. Because this is the music.
Yeah.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
At least I think. Pretty sure. If anyone in the chat wants to agree.
And I'm not getting audio on that.
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come.
Yep.
That's air is human, but to really mess things up requires a computer.
I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
Other Brian says sound is good in the chat, so.
Yep. Looks like Gary's here, so G. Russell, welcome.
Cannot hope.
What's up, Gary?
It all means nothing. Until you step inside.
That's a good way to start a conference. Start with your big hitter. Oh, here we go. Straight gameplay. See, Microsoft learned their lesson. They learned their lesson.
Straight into gameplay here.
Literally, let's just have the menu system and let's start it up.
I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death.
How good is this thing gameplay wise?
Almost looks like VR. The way they're showing it.
This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No. No. You. I can't stand this. Who you are.
Breathe.
No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Here we go.
The classic Covenant dropship. No, it's a different one, it looks like.
Yeah.
And there's our Warhog, or our Puma.
So I feel like they're going for straight nostalgia here for people that have played all the original Halo games.
Well, that was the problem. Halo 5 got a lot of hate because it kind of deviated from the normal play style.
Huh, so is it supposed to be an open world type thing, or?
I'm wondering.
Or is it just a very large world?
Well, somebody said... no, that's coming, David. That will be a multiplayer mode. I guarantee it.
I'm sure.
It is an open world. Wow. I mean, it looks great. I've heard a lot of like big time Halo fans say this better not be open world. I don't want an open world.
Well, I don't know. The first Halo was the reason why I got the Xbox. So if it's a open world, that's not a deal breaker for me.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, and they brought back the Brutes. Looks like you haven't seen them in a while.
Man,
a new portable shield.
Looks great.
And the graphics look great. And I think if you're Microsoft, you're also trying to play to your strengths. And we've talked about that. One of the primary reasons to get any console is the exclusives on that console.
Oh.
And Halo is probably one of their only exclusives.
It's not the original pistol, though. That's kind of disappointing.
Brian, I think you might be a little ahead of me.
Oh.
Of where we're at.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the Twitch one from Xbox.
Oh, okay.
We're on YouTube for Xbox.
We're on the YouTube for Xbox.
Looks like he just got to elevator. So if you
elevator, the forklift with the pistol.
Yeah.
He's just reached the top of the elevator for me.
Okay. Yeah, you're about 3-4 seconds. You can just hit pause for a second and then play.
Hit pause for a couple seconds. Get back with us. He just reached the top of the elevator, so you're probably 3-4 seconds behind.
Yep.
Not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, if I pause it, I think it doesn't pause the stream like that, like on YouTube.
Okay. Well, you might just have to comment on things 2 seconds behind then.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. They're doing a lot of weapon pickups. They want to show as many weapons off as possible.
Right. Yeah, I get the sense this is, we're going to try and show you as much of the game as we can in as short of a time as we can, but I also feel like it's interesting jumping directly into gameplay, directly into your primary game. Very opposite of what we saw in PlayStation, where they waited till the very last game to show us Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay.
Well, as a Halo fan, this is what I want to see.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
I know,
the
but
thing.
that's why
we're gonna make David a Halo fan as soon as possible.
Well, and it could be because I've had many years to get used to the controller now. When I first started, I never picked up a controller. I was terrible at controller gaming. Can everybody out there on the live stream, is our volume okay compared to the game volume that you're seeing right now?
I'm curious about it seems like a bionic commando thing that he has going on. That's new and could be interesting.
Shotgun. I mean, this definitely gets me back into wanting to play Halo again.
Now, was the grapple in the original games? I saw...
No, it's new.
Okay.
It's
That
pretty
reminds me
cool.
of Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah.
But, well, it makes sense, though, because if this is open world, you're going to need something to traverse,
Months ago, your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated.
Okay, so that's it for the gameplay. I have a feeling it's just going to
I'm going to turn off the closed captions here because they don't seem to be
I
accurate.
wish I could tell you it was
There we
difficult.
go.
But it wasn't.
Like he said defeat, and the closed
What,
captions
We
said
are
deer
one
feet.
step ahead. Always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well.
This makes me happy they opened with Halo because it doesn't mean that this is like their big reveal,
We fight
which I was worried about.
Or is it?
to honor the will of Atriox.
Whatever their last reveal will always be the biggest.
Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone.
So who we got?
Here you now stand.
My friend John is also in the
This
chat.
is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire
Well,
in your
and I'll
heart,
definitely be getting it since
Spartan.
it's included with Game Pass.
Bear your
Exactly. So will I. So will David, because he can play it on his PC.
Die well.
Halo Infinite, Holiday 2020. Three, 4, 3. Okay.
We hope you
going to
enjoyed
next?
your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last 2 Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
World premiere.
All right, what's coming
Go.
next?
Here we go.
State of Decay 3, possibly?
Yeah,
Yeah, possibly.
kind of looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Okay. So David, when you're in the woods of Meeker and you see an animal, just scream.
Yep, that's what I do.
Real loud.
Especially when it's got the glowing eyes like that. Yeah. This is exciting. I think the graphics look good. If it is State of Decay 3, I'm not super excited about it. I played the first couple games, couldn't really get into them. So we'll see.
Oh, see, I thought that State of Decay was a great open world zombie game.
Yeah, I mean it's good for a zombie game. It's not bad.
Right. I thought it was a decent open world zombie game, and I've heard it's better with many people. If you get multiple people and you're playing for a while, building up those bases. Oh.
Whoa! State of Decay 3. There it is. David called it.
Were there zombie deer in the first two? Did I miss it? Is this a new thing? Zombie deer?
It was all just human zombies.
I want zombie
Welcome
deers.
everyone
Well,
to the
David, you said you wanted a
Xbox
hunting
Game
simulator.
Showcase.
Yeah, and
Today,
looks
we're
like
showing
Travis, to your
games from
point, I
9
do
of our
think you are
15
accurate that
Xbox
it will
Game
be
Studios, including
will be available on PC.
5 new first-party games.
Oh, what do you see? What do you
What
see?
you
What
will
do you
see
see?
today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions.
I'm just looking at all the
to bring
pictures.
their dreams to life.
Games are revealing.
We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play.
Game Pass
and we
hype.
want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X.
But also
delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely.
car games look the best.
World premiere.
I do think, though, we're getting to that place where it's like, okay, we've got almost perfect realism. How do you go beyond that? Right. So now it's lighting, ray tracing.
Yep. I hope they do a few seconds like in the cockpit driving.
Is that it? No gameplay?
Did they put a number on that?
No.
No.
I hate when they do this.
Oh, what's rare?
Oh, here we go. Come on.
Numbers. It's not Xbox One anymore. It's Xbox Series X. So
Forza Series X
has a rhythm. We all sense it.
Okay, completely new game.
But
Looks
only
like
a few truly feel it.
Very much a Breath of the Wild feel.
Yeah, art-wise.
In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual.
This is gonna be like Volcano High was, where we were like, "What is this game? It looks great, but what is?"
In the bonds we share.
Knowing Rare, this should be a platformer, I'm assuming.
Well, Rare is also responsible for Sea of Thieves, so.
And in moments.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, never mind. I mean, they've changed that.
Wondering if this is looking on their website right now. It's a new game called Everwild.
It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
I think we've seen this before.
I didn't say world premiere ahead of
To
time,
be a
so.
light in dark places.
Okay, yeah, I think now that you said the name, I'm like, I think
To seek answers.
I think we've seen this game before.
And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it,
They're spinning poi.
but only a few truly feel it.
Maybe this is the equivalent of in the PlayStation we saw a lot of cats. In Xbox we're going to see a lot of deer.
There it is, Everwild.
Well, that looks neat.
But
I still don't know what it
looks
is.
neat.
But it looks great.
Yeah, I hate
will
when
give
that happens.
to you a
I hated that when
magical
PlayStation
and
did it. Although
untamed
here,
natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. So it's a game where you can play nature. Neat.
Whoa. I just got hit
yeah?
with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
this has Life is Strange
I was gonna say.
vibes to it already.
Feels like,
right?
yeah,
It
don't
doesn't
nod.
matter
So Life is Strange
that
3?
they don't believe us.
We all believed that would happen.
They said only exclusives today, so that mean Life is Strange 3 is an exclusive?
But we couldn't be sure.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters.
I still haven't
you're
played
my
the.
brother.
I still haven't played Life is Strange 2.
Looks like it's a new game
The only way
called
to
Tell
move
Me Why.
forward
Maybe.
is to keep
Tell me
looking back.
Why? Okay.
We've
Yeah,
been
Don't
getting
Nod's
these
website, it
visions
says,
whenever we
from our
see
first
or
collaboration
hear
with
something
Microsoft,
really emotional.
Tell Me Why is the next episodic original creation.
Oh, okay.
Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you.
She attacked you. We both
Although I
saw
could be
it.
completely wrong.
No, I think
thought
you're right.
coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
You got the right idea. They drop it at the same time.
Nothing
Or is
good
it
comes
twin
from
mirror?
stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I think it's the first one you said because it said in collaboration with Microsoft.
I can't do this. Stop!
There we go. Tell Me Why. Well, if it's as good as Life is Strange, you know.
Oh yeah. Whew.
Good work for Microsoft pulling that in. and-
August 27th. I'm excited to play that one. Xbox Game Studios.
Oh, the new Ori game.
Hey
Is
everyone.
that it?
My name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates
So they're just
previously
remastering it.
absolutely
Yeah,
impossible on any
that's-
console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation.
Now he said
super
120
crisp,
hertz,
sharp
not
image,
120 frames.
and low
Yeah.
input latency, which is just so
Does that mean I
important
have to
for the
have
tight and
120 hertz
precise
TV?
platforming feel
Yes.
of this game.
or 120 hertz
boost
monitor.
The immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech.
Not a lot of TVs I don't think run at 120
hertz in real time. And with all of this crazy,
I don't know. A lot of them have that new.
We can give our players
120 hertz smoothing.
How they want to play our game. We
Correct.
Can't wait for all
I mean, the new thing.
experience
I mean, the
this
brand new
very
TVs
special
do the
version of
2.1.
Coming to
Right?
Xbox
You have to have
Series
HDMI
X with smart
2.1.
delivery
Brian
later
is
this
saying
year.
his bandwidth can't handle the stream at 2160. You're talking about our Twitch stream?
Yeah, I think you're streaming it in 4K.
Yeah, you may have to down sample to.
Wait, so my face is at 4K right now?
From the furthest reaches of the universe,
looks like a nest,
the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds, yeah.
Research facility. And now,
DLC.
shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the
It's just
Gorgon
Outer
asteroid.
Worlds remastered for Series
A
X.
sordid stopover.
Oh.
Full of salacious secrets.
Good.
I haven't played it.
Strangers.
Brian, you played Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Does this look new?
Some of it looks, well, it's hard to tell. You know, sometimes things can be at a different angle.
Put you on the wrong side of a gun.
I would be disappointed if it's just a remaster.
Or this thing.
Ori is a great game. I'm disappointed that it's just a remaster.
Yeah. Well, because didn't the new Ori just come out?
Yeah, actually, I think
4 months
it
ago.
wasn't this
Spring.
year, was last year.
Trust no one.
I think it was the spring.
What will you find on Gorgon?
This looks like DLC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds, Peril and Gorgon.
Cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
Wonder if you'll find some Gorgon.
So is this DLC that you have to pay for, or is it?
No. Well, they said everything's part of Game Pass from here on out.
If you're waiting for the biggest game
I saw
of
a
the
trailer
year,
for this.
This
This
game
looks fun.
just came out.
then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered.
Reminds me of when Austin
That was
Powers did
hilarious.
that.
From
Yeah.
Obsidian Entertainment, the
Oh my
makers
gosh.
of games
Was
that
not
are
expecting
to laugh
like
that hard.
this one.
Well done, Obsidian.
Well done. Yeah, I pointed this out to my kids. I was like, you guys know Honey, I Shrunk the
This
Kids?
summer,
Imagine a game
Strive
like Fortnite.
together to
Honey, I
thrive
Shrunk the Kids?
together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders.
I was like, imagine playing Fortnite
and go
in Honey, I
so
Shrunk the
Kids
Kids.
would love this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good alternative to those kind of games for kids.
Oh, Battletoads Easter egg there.
Hey, this is a good trailer.
Yeah. I have to say, though, so far, my favorite moment, if you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk.
At Obsidian, we're
For
dedicated
Cyberpunk.
to pushing narrative and role-playing games.
man.
It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to
Well, your
play our
favorite
next
moment's
great
what?
adventure, Peril on Gorgon.
This
When
this
The
trailer.
first
When they
of
said
two
wait for
story
Cyberpunk,
expansion
if
packs
you're
for
waiting for the
Outer
biggest
Worlds
game of the
we're putting
year.
together
Oh,
with
yeah,
our
oh, yeah.
friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together.
It's 5 days.
If you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
World premiere.
I'm going to get really tired of that guy saying world premiere.
World premiere.
In a world.
They should have gotten the voice of the guy that does the Halo multiplayer.
All right, so Brian, what are we seeing here? What is this?
I think this is new.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. No, it's not gonna. It's supposed to be cartoony. I was gonna say this could be Fable. Their next RPG is what they're saying. But this looks realistic.
Well, it's Obsidian though, so.
Well, Fable is being made by somebody at Microsoft, so I just didn't know if maybe they gave it to them.
Now our oaths are lost.
Forsaken.
Look at that ray tracing.
Oh yeah.
And you must
This is the
face
type of game
monster
this ray tracing is made for.
our sins have borne.
Very big Skyrim vibes.
What's it? First person. Skyrim meets Doctor Strange. Avowed.
Avowed. Okay. Okay, there you go, Microsoft.
Cool. Yeah.
New IP, RPG, open world. Looks amazing.
Well, it's done by Obsidian, who did, of course, Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas, yeah. They're probably some of the best.
And Outer
fantasy
Worlds.
World of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian.
this is their Skyrim.
Best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series
But how
X.
long are we gonna have to wait
At
for
Xbox
this?
Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet
Brian in the
Caroline
chat.
Marshall,
A while.
studio
We're
head
gonna have to wait
Interior
a while.
Night, to debut their original game.
Oh, here we
Bonjour,
go.
I'm Caroline from
indie
Interior
game, I'm
Night.
assuming, because you just said.
Our team
you said
is
in
really
small studios.
passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
So Red Dead.
I was going to say 30 years in the American Southwest.
Premiere.
Which 30 years? That could change things drastically.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen.
She's in a car, so it's not Red Dead.
I need you now, cannot wait, but when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer.
Okay.
For our family, it was just a stopover.
David, your favorite type of game. Your wife's worst.
It was the end of the road.
We'll never play it.
On the ground, now!
What's that?
The sun went down on all of us that day.
I just said, like, this is your type of game,
Was it
and the
fate?
type of game that your wife would be like, this is terrible.
Coincidence?
I don't know.
No. It was a long forgotten secret. Buried in the dark.
Kind of a stop motion comic type thing.
Yeah, it's interesting art style. I'm wondering, like, because this looks more like cinematics than gameplay.
But now, I'm finally ready
Oh, I
to
bet
step
this is how
into
it
the
plays.
Oh, weird.
Point and click.
light. I got your letters.
As dusk
Okay.
falls.
Well, you know, I think regardless of the art style, I think
Here
the
at
question
Ninja
is,
Theory,
are
we're
they going
hard
to
at
tell?
work on all of our projects,
Are they going to tell a
including
compelling story?
Senua Saga Hellblade 2, which we
Here
announced
we go.
at the Game
Hellblade
Awards
2.
back in
See that
December.
Hellblade
An
gameplay.
incredible 3.5 million players
And I bet
have
we
now
get a release
experienced
date.
Senua's story.
I still need to play
Hellblade
Do we already have a
Senua's
release date?
Sacrifice. We're excited
I
to
do
start
too.
giving you
Yeah,
an insight
one of the
into
most
what
amazing
comes
games
next
I've
for our
played.
Celtic Warrior.
Really? I gotta
Yeah.
do it.
Experience
Yeah, I've
that
got it
we'll
on
be building
PlayStation.
in
I haven't
Unreal Engine 5
I haven't played through it
for
yet.
Xbox Series X and PC.
More so from the experience, not necessarily
I'm
the
happy to
gameplay.
reveal today
No,
that
I've heard
Senua's
that.
Saga will
I've
be
heard it's
set
a
in the
great,
beautiful country
great
of Iceland.
look on mental health and.
Yeah, it looks like November
And you can
2020
find
is
out
what's
more about our location
release date.
scouting and how we've
So it is a
discovered the
launch
history of
title.
our
It's a launch
setting
title.
in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can
It's a good
view
launch title.
straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Well, and I think once again, like we've talked about before, I'm really impressed at Xbox's kind of commitment to talk about mental health, to talk about adaptability, their adaptability controller.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade's Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players.
Now, from a historical standpoint, since the original Hellblade, your character is a Pictish woman who the Picts were people that were basically in the Wales region.
Yeah.
And now, if they're showing Iceland, it sounds like she is going out after the Vikings that originally attacked her.
Also looks like Acid Punk over here says Anna says hi, so hi to Anna.
Oh, that's John. So wait, we didn't get any gameplay?
Nope.
No Hellblade gameplay? We're a couple months away?
What did I just see?
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole
time. We got Jack Black.
Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter.
Oh my gosh.
Love the song.
Really?
It's gonna be fun to see.
A Tim Schafer game with Jack Black voicing one of the characters? Oh, this is gonna be good.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor.
The Tim Schafer.
I hope you don't mind pop-ins.
Getting a new Psychonauts game.
Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone.
Oh my gosh.
Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake.
Oh, thank you.
Frozen feeling. When my friends pulled
Is that what it is? Psychonauts 2?
Yep. Psychonauts 1 is probably one of the most underrated games.
Okay.
What was it on?
PlayStation and Xbox. Original.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember it.
Yeah, it did not sell well at all, but everyone that played it loved it.
It's just gonna do another Blinks the Time Capsule.
It's a cute, fun, whimsical, platformer.
And I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've had. Unlocking all my memories, which I never
Hopefully this one does a lot better.
Interesting. Looks very interesting.
Oh.
Let's get it. Game Pass, baby.
Yeah,
Xbox
all these
One.
games are available for Game Pass, right? So,
Brian, this is my jam. Yep, Psychonauts, man. That's just
only
a
we could all
fun.
have Game Pass
wait
for
to
us.
experience the
Cheap as
amazing
Brian got
games
it.
built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September.
Weird that it's being
For
mentioned
Game Pass
here.
Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will
'Cause
also
Bungie
be
and
playable
PlayStation have
on
been in
mobile
bed.
from the cloud. Later
Oh,
this
Bungie's
year,
Bungie's on everything.
Well, was that an Activision decision or was that a Bungie decision?
That is optimized for Xbox Series X.
Well, remember, Activision and Bungie are no longer together.
Yeah, Activision dropped.
Yeah, and that's what.
Here's an all-new look at Bungie's
I thought it was the other way
Destiny
around.
2 Beyond Light.
No, Bungie dropped Activision, David. They opted out of the contract.
Gotcha.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
Brian's like, okay, yeah.
It's time to step beyond the light.
Yeah, I feel like
okay, yeah.
Destiny right now is the one of the games you can play on everything. I mean, you can play Destiny on Stadia.
Well, they just said it's on xCloud. That's what she just said. It'll be playable on xCloud. Ha.
And Stadia.
I wonder. Yeah. Except
I mean,
I'm not kidding. You go online for Destiny on Stadia and there's nobody playing.
Isn't it crossplay?
I don't believe so.
I don't believe it is. It's one of the few that isn't. I do know that yeah, cross save only. John says cross save only. He's my Destiny 2 guy. That's all he plays.
Okay.
So it's just a new DLC with Destiny 2, not Destiny 3.
Any way you want.
No, Brian, didn't see the announcement? They're not coming out with Destiny 3.
Developers are working on games for Xbox
just Destiny 2 forever.
They're just going to do DLC.
Collaborate with them.
They're going to World of Warcraft.
Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before.
Exploding view of
unique
Xbox.
Perspectives, unexpected innovations.
You can see a teardown on YouTube.
Heard, and that we can't wait for you to
They gave
discover.
it to a YouTuber to open it up.
All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox
Exclusively.
consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive.
Blue team has the flag.
So what does that mean? Console launch exclusive. So we're getting into some weird things. Does that mean this isn't going PC Game Pass? This is only console?
I think that means it's console exclusive.
Wow.
At least at launch.
I thought Microsoft would never do that. Oh, that's true, at launch.
Because it says console launch exclusive. Yeah. They'll wait like 2 months. Depends on what it is. We'll see.
Is it going to be like with Red Dead 2 or GTA, where it launches exclusively on the console, then a better version launches on PC?
Well, there's always a better version on PC because you can optimize the game for whatever PC you have.
So Brian Swift is Harbor Pirate, right?
You have to ask him.
I think so.
I think so.
For a minute, I thought it was the other Brian, and I was like, Brian, why are you on the chat and in the chat? We have too many Brians.
We have too many Brians.
Maybe not. We have the right amount of Brians. We love you guys. Don't leave.
Please don't leave.
So what is this? Oh, that's creepy. Okay. Metro Exodus.
You know what I get a little bit? I mean, there's some sci-fi vibes, but I would love to see like Condemned. Brian, did you ever play Condemned?
No, I did not.
Is this is still Bungie, right?
I don't think this is Bungie. I think this is somebody else.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Stalker.
I've never played Stalker 1, so
world premiere.
Oh, here's another world premiere. I mean, the graphics
it's at
Xbox.
Good. So it's at Xbox Series X and PC.
For Stalker 2?
Oh, you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering, are these games not coming backwards compatible to Xbox One?
Could be.
Presumably, because other games have said Xbox One and Xbox
Correct,
because
they talked about how the first 2 years they would do back and forth. They would allow, pretty much all the way across generations.
Acid Punk over there says, never heard of Stalker 1, so we're all in the same boat.
It's kind of sad.
Stalker 1's actually a prequel that comes out later.
I've reached a term of prime and begun our
We're Star Warsing.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 4 first.
Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Again,
Okay, first person
amazing
shooter.
looking graphics. Oh. No thanks. Zombie Horde. Dark Tide.
And it looks like a co-op shooter.
Well, it's Warhammer.
It's Warhammer.
Never played Warhammer.
I've never gotten to Warhammer either.
Same.
All right, well, graphics are great.
2021, and it's only for
premiere.
Series X. This one's coming across all the board. Nope,
Console
never mind.
launch exclusive enhance.
So I thought they said they weren't going to do it for 2 years. Everyone was like, "Yeah, hey, Microsoft, you're so great."
Brian says to get a better flashlight guy. Right? It's like watching all those old X-Files things. You're like, just turn on the light switch. Like, just put your flashlight away. Just turn on the light switch, guys. No. All right.
The light switch is out there.
Got a nice feel-good montage. Lots of people playing with controllers.
Question: are they actually playing anything?
Okay, who's playing with a wired controller there?
I don't think any of them are playing games. Because look at how they're pushing the buttons. They're using all their hands. They're like, that's
their
what you.
thumbs aren't always on the thumbsticks.
It's gonna grab my controller.
When you're on a TV show playing video games, you know, and you can tell that person they're just like mashing buttons and they're not really doing anything.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. David's part of this now.
Tetris. I've heard amazing things about Tetris Effects, but it's like still $50, isn't it?
That's way too much for a Tetris game. I'm sorry.
Battle Royale
I'll
Tetris.
pull out my original Game Boy and play the real thing.
Yeah, Tetris Effect Connected, Holiday 2020. All new multiplayer. Like I said, Battle Royale.
World premiere.
Battle Royale Tetris.
It's a good point, Brian. Yes, sometimes you have to plug in your charger or plug in your controller to charge
Console launch exclusive.
Though the
creators of
connector
SteamWorld.
before there was obviously something that doesn't unplug.
I dig SteamWorld. You guys played SteamWorld?
I never got into it. I've played it. Yeah.
It's fantastic. SteamWorld Dig 2 is a phenomenal game.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock? Wow.
But SteamWorld is a 2D platformer, so this is very different.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a second. This is a lot more ambitious for them.
Yeah. It's a neat looking world, though.
Ouch! What the?
Ooh. Vacuum glove.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool
This
art
looks like
style,
fun.
platformer.
Exxon Valdez cleanup.
This is the type of game. This is the type of game that definitely succeeds on Game Pass. Because, like, would I buy this game?
Creepy thing.
Probably not. Will I play it on Game Pass? Yes.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's been for me. That's true of so many Game Pass games.
I know. I was
The
gonna say,
Gunk.
maybe
What a great
the
name.
big AAA exclusives.
You guys played The Gunk?
Like Gears and Halo.
All right, I want to know in the chat, how many of you guys are excited about The Gunk?
Game of the year.
Well, Game Pass games often are definitely worth the money I don't spend on it.
Brian, we're gonna have to like interview and have you just do a video of like how to get Game Pass the rest of your life for free.
This feels very, very Hellblade. It says, I tried to cut myself off, but the voices kept talking to me.
The forest. The moon.
Oh.
Scent of
What is
pines.
this?
Is it just me, or
And then
are we missing a lot of gameplay from these trailers we've seen so far?
That's always true, though.
every story.
I just figured after the last one and Microsoft getting so much grief that
A regular
they would go heavy on gameplay.
but also a
Looks like it's about half and half.
Just to kind of stick it to everybody.
not
Looks like Travis is interested in
Then we saw
The Gunk.
I can see
Looks like Brian likes the name. Played quite a bit of Slime Rancher.
Brian, he plays Slime Rancher.
So what is this game?
Okay, that's interesting. Huh.
You know, this reminds me.
This reminds quite a bit right there.
Yeah, this reminds me of Alan Wake.
Dual reality gameplay, 2 worlds rendered simultaneously.
What is this place?
An Alan Wake slash what was I just thinking about? It gives me vibes of.
Well, that's 2 worlds rendered. Kind of reminds me of with Halo 1 and Halo 2 remastered. You can go back to the original graphics or to the remastered graphics.
Okay,
like
this
Stranger
is cool.
Things. She's in the Upside Down.
Yeah, that is kind of it.
A lot of creepy games.
Yeah, they've gone a lot more creepy than they usually
Medium. Okay, well, that's one I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you guys.
Premiere.
That looks
David
pretty
does
creepy.
look scary.
I mean, it looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. The graphics look fantastic.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. I couldn't get fully into Alan Wake because of the actual gameplay portion of it, the combat. I wanted to love it.
What is
And
Sega
we'll never
bringing
be
us?
equal to it. Monster Hunter?
This would be a very interesting Sonic.
A brand new expansive world.
Oh, is this that one
Final
game
Fantasy.
with the? You know, it's the running sword game
Fantasy
with
is
the.
Square Enix.
I know, that's right.
It's like Sonic meets Final Fantasy meets
Monster Hunter. With the giant battling.
Unknown threats. Unknown title.
I mean, these games are a dime a dozen. Yep. David likes the music. It's a win.
It's just hard not to dance. It's so exciting.
Upbeat music.
It's like Alita, says John.
Oh, it definitely has obviously its Japanese, you know, background to it.
Yeah.
All the way. Big monsters, characters, swords, big swords.
Overly happy music while fighting.
This is
New
them trying to get
Genesis. Fantasy Star
the
Online
market
2.
there.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, Fantasy
Fantasy
Star.
Online.
There you go. Thought it looked similar to that.
Wow, they're
console
they're
launch
relaunching
exclusive
the
here coming
Genesis,
up.
Sega is.
Louis Torres. I see your future.
Jurassic Park.
Another game with amazing graphics.
Global risk.
Very realistic.
Instead of the weapon, you will become.
Ooh.
Crossfire X
Remedy.
campaign.
Hey, this is Remedy. Huh. Oh, this is the trailer. I sent you this because I was like, we're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I put this in the chat.
I mean, there's
one
lots of
our
things with the
'cause
name
it's-
Crossfire. So
It's Crossfire X the game.
Blacklist. We make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
that's right, Travis. At least the music is exciting.
Hey, that's why Bugsnax
Multiplayer
is game
is
of the year.
free to play. This is your
But Xbox Live Gold is required.
yeah.
In parentheses.
So I only have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, not Xbox Live Gold.
Entire world.
Game Pass Ultimate includes gold.
Yeah, correct.
For PC?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool. I guess I have gold.
Like if you
It's
were to
very,
get an Xbox, you already have gold.
You guys ever play Overwatch? That move there was a very Genji move from Overwatch. There we go, Crossfire. I think our music is better.
Crossfire.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres.
Right. They made a game after our lowly podcast.
Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or
I guess we're only 7 minutes left.
We're close to an hour.
They've got the one more thing revealed.
And some of the games you already love,
but wait,
some you have
there's
yet to
more.
Play will also be optimized.
I'm waiting. There hasn't been that really
games
big
like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5.
I'm telling you, I think they went backwards. I think they started with Halo. Everything else is kind of meh.
When they launch,
they're not going to give us a one more thing.
Of
I don't know. We'll see.
100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season.
Now here's what the one thing
Game Pass,
will be.
Xbox
it's going to be perfect.
Place to play.
One more thing.
Or Fable.
Are at the center.
The Xbox Series X comes with a HoloLens.
Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means
there's Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Later this year.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm surprised they didn't show it though.
Here's one more thing.
Oh, there you go. There's one more thing.
World premiere.
Yep. I told you. It's either Perfect Dark or Fable.
It's Minecraft.
Watch. Fable.
Playground games.
We don't know who's making Fable. They won't say.
Filled with stories.
But if
I was going to say, if it was Perfect Dark, then they probably would have done it during the rare time.
True.
But
yep, this is Fable. I guarantee it.
Of fantastical creatures and wondrous places.
The announcer
nature and magic live in
there's going to be a joke here.
Harmony.
It has to be.
Not all stories have happy endings.
Fable. There you go.
But yours has yet to be written.
Boom!
No,
No, well, this game
is first or Xbox One.
It's a very long way away from being made.
So that's it. We're 1 hour. They're recapping everything. I think that's.
No, they said it was an hour.
That's probably okay.
They said bang on an hour.
All right, so I'm curious for everybody out there watching our live stream. What did you guys think? Put it in the chat. Tell us. We're gonna after this montage, we're probably gonna do a 10-minute. What did we think? What are we excited about? What are we not excited about?
Yeah.
But I want to see the chat. So tell us, what are you guys excited about? What are you not excited about? What did they miss in the reveals here? What were you hoping for that you didn't see?
Well, of course, Microsoft Flight Simulator would be a miss.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with as popular, maybe it was just me, but as popular as that game was when it first came out back in the day, I thought there would be enough nostalgia to build the hype train. And it seems like they announced Flight Simulator, and then it was just like, oh, and it's coming soon. See you guys later. Like they just dropped the hype train.
Especially with it coming out soon. And I wish they had shown more of Fable.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
It made sense, but
especially when you consider
I wish
back to PlayStation.
Some more of State of Decay 3.
That too. Because that wasn't gameplay. That wasn't even. That was a cinematic.
So John says PC Master Race is drawing him in, and it didn't do much to keep him on console. I think that's true. Microsoft is not pushing the box as much as they're pushing the games, especially with the games being all on PC as well.
Well, considering that they lose money off the console.
Correct.
That makes sense. For
and with how big of a lead Sony got, I'm assuming, Sony hasn't done anything to really drop the ball. So I'm assuming some of that's going to carry over. And they've kind of decided, we're going to stay in the console game, but we're going to hedge our bets. And we're going to wide range our releases so that PC, the original Xbox, because where they make their money is software.
Right. So and you figure, if people are buying PCs, they're buying Microsoft products. They're buying Microsoft Windows, they're buying Microsoft Word, they're buying, the Office suite of products.
They're still getting money.
So, if you can convince people to buy into this whole, and Xbox, I was going to say, even if they don't go with Project X Cloud, which we didn't see any of, just the idea of Xbox as a game launcher, right? When you look at the PC ecosphere, you've got the Epic Games launcher and the Blizzard Games launcher and the Steam Games launcher and, however many other Origins, whatever. If Xbox can kind of corner that market and get the most games over on their launcher, I mean, they're pulling market share away from Steam. I think there's a lot of money to be made there. So, and I think you're absolutely right. They're hedging their bets to say, maybe there's a little bit of online future in cloud gaming, but regardless, the future is in the games. And PlayStation is saying, hey, we're going to have the best looking thing, the best looking software, and we're going to provide the best console. And Xbox is kind of saying, we've got a great console, but look at our games. Looks like John says Microsoft likes to go up against the Titans. First was
with the console, but I feel they're moving towards being a Steam platform. Yeah, I could see
it could
that.
Be. All right, so I'm curious to hear from Brian first, because Brian, you are the Xbox player of us. Russ has an Xbox. I once owned an Xbox. Brian, you are more Xbox than any of us. What'd you think? What are you excited about? What did you miss? Tell us.
I'm not overly excited, to get the new console, though I've been that way with, I didn't get the 360 until a year after it came out. I didn't get the Xbox One until 6 months, and that was more of a fluke. A friend needed money, so I bought his off of him, and yeah, now I do like that how much stuff is going to be on on Xbox Game Pass, which is really the best deal in gaming out there. For $10 a month, or basically the price of 2 AAA games a year, you get all those games.
Yeah,
and it's amazing that they can operate on a business model off of that. So, and yeah, it's nice to see all of it. I'm not excited, and maybe I'm just showing my age. I'm not, if this was 10 years ago, I might be, more excited for, to, drop the however much it's going to be for the new console. I mean, I'll get it eventually, but it's not going to, I'm not going to be a day one player. And especially, with the Xbox, that, there can be sometimes some hardware issues when it first comes out. And so I'd rather wait a few months and make sure that there's not some, major flaw that, the next red ring of death.
Yeah, we've all learned our lesson after that fiasco, but
yeah.
Yeah,
but I was also going to agree with you that it seems like that they are hedging their bets and they're trying to have, Xbox be one platform to play these games without, so if they have someone that has already bought their Master Race PC, then they're not losing money on that console.
No, they're not, and they gain that money from those games that they'll offer, and obviously offering Game Pass and xCloud and just making it all one ecosystem that everybody can buy into, so that
I think it's
they're going to go for the numbers of how many people can we get on Game Pass.
Right. And I think in some ways it breaks down those walls, that where you had, the PC Master Race folks and the console, PC's better, console's better. Now it's like, who cares? You either spend your money on a PC and cool, you can play 4K games at, 120 FPS, or you spend your money on a Xbox and you save $1,000 and, but you're all playing the same games. I think they're really narrowing the gap. And this is where I think that Xbox, it also makes a lot of sense, right? Because Microsoft does not want to take the money away from PC Master Race gamer folks. So I think it's smart of them. I also think it is interesting because it continues to differentiate PlayStation as a console that says, we are going to have completely exclusive games, completely exclusive experiences. It's what we've always seen from Sony, this kind of very tight ecosystem. The, what is it called when all the cables only work with one system? Anyway, there's a word for it. Proprietary. Yeah, Sony has always kind of favored proprietary things, but the proprietariness gets you the better experiences. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think PlayStation's still going to have some of the best games out. I do think Xbox is going to have the most great games out. So on Xbox you can play, 50 games that are an 8 out of 10, and PlayStation's going to have 5 games that are a 10 out of 10, and everybody's going to be happy. Overall, I think I was pretty satisfied with what I saw. I was expecting a few new exclusives. I was hoping that for Xbox's sake that they would come out with some exclusives and some brand new IP, and so we saw probably the two I was most excited about, I think, would be Avowed. Looked amazing.
Yeah.
And let's see, probably maybe a tie between Hellblade 2, and I actually thought it was really interesting what they were doing with the medium, because that was the first thing that we saw that was kind of an innovative use of the new technology beyond just, hey, look, we can render better and faster and more light. And that was kind of what we saw with PlayStation 5 was, with that Ratchet and Clank, look, you can jump from world to world to world because of our new technology. So I think the medium takes the cake for the best use of new technology to show us something innovative and different.
Yeah, I mean, Avowed was great. I definitely look forward to that. I mean, my big thing was I wanted a little bit more on the gameplay side of a lot of the games. The Halo deep dive was great. I was surprised they did go open world. Like I said kind of in the pre-show, was I had talked to a lot of Halo fans and seen a lot of Halo fans talk about this, and they weren't too keen on it being open world. We've got plenty of open world games. And something that Microsoft is missing in their library are really good linear games. You do have Gears, and Halo was that kind of really good linear game they always had. And now they're kind of going open world with it, which I think is fine because, again, Halo has probably some of the best traversal with their vehicles out of any first-person shooter game out there, which is also why people are like, sooner than later, you're going to have a Battle Royale Halo game. That would be dumb of Microsoft. They're doing it. It's going to happen. That's where the money is. Other than that, Avowed is great. The rest of the games, I mean, here and there, I'll probably dabble in some of them, but nothing screamed that I need to play it. I will play Fable whenever it comes out. I will play Halo when it comes out. But again, last generation, I started with the PS4. I went Xbox when the Xbox One S came out because I wanted a 4K Blu-ray player, and I figured two birds with one stone. So this console cycle, I don't know if I will get an Xbox because I do have my PC now that I built, and I don't really have a reason to do that. There really is no reason for me to buy an Xbox Series X. I have my Xbox One X if I want to play console games, and I have my PC, so that's just kind of where I'm at with that.
Interesting to see how many of those games they've announced that they are, they are brand new games, but they are developing them for the Xbox One X, Xbox One S, Xbox One Series X.
And the original.
And so they're saying, hey, plays best on Series X, but you can also play on whatever you have, right? And I think that's part of their effort to try to say, we don't really care what you play on, but we'd rather have your $10 a month.
Buy the game.
And to say we'd rather have your $10 a month than your $3.99 at console release date, right? I think that's where they're pushing this to say we want your monthly subscription more than we want you to buy if you had to choose. I also want to just throw out to all of us a couple things in the chat here. Harbor Pirate says good lineup of games. Real question is what they're doing with Game Pass in light of discontinuing sales of Xbox Live Gold 12 month.
I wanted to hear that.
Travis Walker says lock in, or at least that's what he considers it to be. And Harbor Pirate again says probably the nostalgic look of this Halo game will help put those concerns to rest. So what do you guys think about the discontinuing sales of Xbox Live 12 month and what they're doing with Game Pass?
Well, we need answers for the Game Pass thing. I'm shocked that they're not being a little bit more forthcoming with it. The announcement to go to xCloud, that xCloud was coming, was great. And then magically, 12-month Xbox Live has disappeared from being able to be purchased. So I'm assuming you watch. Microsoft will drop some kind of blog this week, heck, even today, and talk about it. I definitely don't think it needed to be in the show. The only thing I wish had been in the show, which we knew wasn't going to be, so mind you, I'm not upset because I'm like, I was expecting it, but I'm wondering where the Xbox Scarlett is. It's the one kind of mid-tier console that we have been waiting for, that we know exists. And then out of nowhere, Sony, who didn't ever have an inkling that they were going to do a kind of mid-tier console, came out with the digital-only PS5 before Microsoft released the Scarlett. So we're wondering where Scarlett is.
I thought that Scarlett was the One X.
No, so the Scarlett is the lower-powered version of the One X. Or the
so
Series
according
X,
to Xbox.com, Project Scarlett, it says Project Scarlett introducing Xbox Series X. So I think the Scarlett
What's
is...
the other name? What's the other name? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Can't remember.
Hold on, I'm Googling. We're Googling.
I also think it's interesting. Acid Punk says in the chat, Microsoft will probably make more money making Xbox branded PCs. I think this is always a concept that I've talked about. It's like, look, if I'm spending $1,000 on a PC with a decent graphics card, and you're producing the Xbox Series X that can do all of this amazing graphics, but it's $400, why can't? And especially if everything's running Windows 10 nowadays, why can't I just buy an Xbox Series X and plug in my keyboard and mouse and my screen and run Microsoft Office? So I think that'd be an amazing thing, but I think they also do that because they would have too many people buying Xboxes not to play. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
My bad. It's Lockhart. It's Project Lockhart that leaked, and the word is that it'll be a lower price point. It'll be gaming at 1080 or 1440p.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
Almost sounds like it's a replacement for the tier that's the 1S.
Correct, for the next gen 1S. So it'll be a little bit more powerful than the X,
probably
and less powerful than the Series X. Yeah. So I'm interested to hear about that. And I'm also interested, there's rumors, I've been telling Dave about this, that there is potentially another PlayStation event the beginning of August, which might reveal the price and the pre-order for the PlayStation, which I would assume would mean that Xbox would be very shortly after that. But we're getting quite late into this game. I've been a part of a couple console launches, and this is the latest that we've seen as far as not getting a price and not being able to pre-order. So
they're playing chicken. they're just waiting.
They are.
Come Thanksgiving, they're gonna say, "Hey, everybody, here's the price."
Black Friday launching. That would be the worst thing. I know we can blame COVID. You're right, John. We can blame COVID because it probably would have all been announced at E3 had we had E3. And now they're just doing these little snippets as we go throughout the summer and kind of taking up their own time. But I don't know. We'll see. It was okay. It was fine. I like the games that we showed. I know.
Walmart
I saw that. I saw Walmart. A couple places are going to be closed.
Well, that makes sense. All right. I mean, especially if COVID is still a big thing. You're not going to say, "Hey, everybody, go ahead and wear your masks," but we're having a doorbuster sale. Where people literally die from getting
each other and claw each
other. So any finishing thoughts? I think we're probably about at time. We're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Any last thoughts? Brian H., Russell D.
I'm curious what Halo is going to look like. As I said, Halo, when you play the Master Chief Collection, you realize that you can't really go home again. That's, first-person shooters have evolved quite a bit since the first Halo, and Halo's the franchise that hasn't really kept up with that.
Yeah, it's falling behind for sure. Because Halo 5 was definitely one of the not so greatly received Halo games the entire series. So you got to wonder if this kind of refresh will bring it back to the forefront. I still think that, if they want to really become the forefront, you put that into a battle royale type situation with what's going on right now, and that thing would sell like none other. It would probably be one of the top battle royales in the market, I think, because of the people that just love the nostalgia for Halo. I thought it was good. Nothing really amazing. Halo was great. I love that they at least said that there's a Fable, but we knew there was a Fable because that leaked a while ago. So I wish they had shown a little bit more. My guess is they literally are just starting development of it, probably right around the beginning of the year, which means that COVID's definitely also hit that. So it's going to be a while before we see Fable, but I'm excited. A new console launch is always fun, and new games are always fun. So I'm excited to see what happens. But
yeah, I'm excited to see these games. I'm excited to play them. I should probably jump back in at some point and play Halo because I've never played Halo.
We want you to stream it. We want you to stream it for everybody here and everybody in Crossfire so they can see it. So just a quick reminder for everybody watching. All you guys are members of our Crossfire community, but anybody watching this later or maybe is not, make sure you follow the YouTube channel and the podcast on Spotify, iTunes Podcast, and SoundCloud, wherever podcast you listen to. Follow us there. Other than that, that is it for us today in the Xbox Games Showcase. I will be streaming later tonight, and I will be streaming Ghost of Tsushima. For anybody that is interested in coming and hanging out tonight at 8:30 Mountain Time, for anybody that wants to have some fun and hang out. But other than that, that is all for me. And
all right.
Thank you to Brian for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Thanks
nice
for
having
having
a
on
guest. Yep. And we will talk to you guys later.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. We'll see you guys later.